For decades, Southeast Asia's economic spotlight shone brightly on Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand, the so-called tiger cub economies, celebrated for their rapid growth and modernization. The Philippines, meanwhile, was often labeled the sick man of Asia, plagued by political instability, economic mismanagement, and widespread poverty that seemed impossible to overcome. Its vast potential seemed forever out of reach, overshadowed by decades of missed opportunities, negative headlines, and a sense of national frustration. While its neighbors built factories, attracted foreign investors, and exported goods to the world, the Philippines struggled to keep up, unable to draw the same level of investment or industrial growth. Yet beneath the surface, a quiet transformation was brewing, not in the form of smokestacks and assembly lines, but through the resilience and adaptability of its people. A silent revolution began, powered by phone lines, fiber optic cables, and the determination of millions of Filipinos seeking opportunity both at home and abroad, connecting the nation to the global economy in new ways. This new economic model was less visible than factories, but far more resilient, built on knowledge, service, and the digital skills of a new generation. Fast forward to today, and that old nickname is now just a memory, replaced by a sense of optimism and renewal. The Philippines is now recognized as one of Asia's fastest-growing economies, consistently surprising analysts and investors around the world with its robust performance. The story is no longer about lost potential or what could have been, but about real present-day progress, new infrastructure, thriving businesses, and a growing middle class. The nation has charted a unique course, driven not by traditional manufacturing, but by the creativity, resourcefulness, and global outlook of its people. The sick man has not only recovered, it's now setting the pace for the region, inspiring its neighbors and redefining what's possible for Southeast Asia. The world is finally seeing the Philippines in a brand new light, as a nation of promise, resilience, and boundless opportunity. A new era has begun, and the future for the Philippines has never looked brighter. 2024 marked a turning point. The Philippines overtook Thailand in gross national income, or GNI. This wasn't just a number, it was a signal that the region's economic order was shifting. For the first time, the Philippines became Southeast Asia's second-largest economy by GNI, behind only Indonesia. Years of steady growth had finally paid off, catching the world's attention. Surpassing Thailand, a manufacturing powerhouse, proved the Philippines' unique model works. It was a moment of national pride, validating the hard work of millions of Filipinos at home and abroad. The achievement changed perceptions, attracting new investors and reshaping the region's economic narrative. The Philippines showed there's more than one path to prosperity, one built on services, human capital, and global connectivity. A new economic force had arrived. To understand the Philippines' rise, let's clarify two key terms: GDP and GNI. GDP measures everything produced within a country's borders: factories, farms, and services. GNI, however, adds the income Filipinos earn abroad and subtracts what foreigners earn in the Philippines. For the Philippines, this distinction is crucial. Millions of Filipinos work overseas, sending money home, a huge boost to GNI. While Thailand's GDP is driven by manufacturing, the Philippines' GNI is powered by its global workforce. It's an economy built on people, not just products. GNI gives a truer picture of national well-being, highlighting the value of human capital. This people-centric model allowed the Philippines to quietly climb the economic ladder. The nation's greatest asset is its people, wherever they are in the world. At the heart of the Philippines' GNI are overseas Filipino workers, modern-day economic heroes. Over 10 million Filipinos work abroad, sending home more than $40 billion in remittances each year. This money is a lifeline, funding education, healthcare, housing, and daily needs for families across the country. Remittances are stable. Even during global crises, OFWs send more to support loved ones. This steady flow cushions the economy from shocks and ensures a constant source of foreign currency. The impact is everywhere. From college tuition to new homes, remittances fuel local businesses and create jobs. The government supports OFWs, making it easier and safer to send money home. The global Filipino isn't just seeking personal gain. They're a pillar of national strategy. Few countries can match this scale of person-to-person wealth transfer. Remittances are the primary reason the Philippines' GNI has soared. while overseas Filipino workers, or OFWs, continue to power the economy from abroad, sending billions in remittances back home and supporting countless families. The business process outsourcing, or BPO industry, is booming right here in the Philippines, creating new opportunities for millions. Instead of traditional factories, imagine call centers buzzing with activity, skilled animators designing for global studios, and accountants handling international clients, all from modern offices in Manila, Cebu, and Davao, turning these cities into global business hubs. The Philippines is now recognized as the world's BPO capital, thanks to a young, highly educated and English-speaking workforce that's ready to take on the world. Government incentives, tax breaks, and the creation of special economic zones have fueled this rapid growth, creating over 1.5 million direct jobs, with many more in supporting industries. In 2024, BPOs generated more than $35 billion in revenue. These jobs pay well, building a new urban middle class, raising living standards and driving consumer spending across the country. The BPO boom has transformed cities, spurring a wave of construction and supporting countless local businesses, from cafes to convenience stores. Each BPO office creates jobs not just for agents, but for the entire community around them, including vendors, drivers, and service workers. The sector proves the Philippines can win globally by exporting skills and expertise, not just physical goods. Today, the digital engine room of the Philippine economy is thriving, powering growth and innovation for the future. Remittances and BPO salaries combine to fuel a wave of domestic consumption. Over 70% of the Philippines' GDP comes from consumer spending, one of the highest rates in Asia. This makes the economy resilient, driven by Filipinos buying goods and services at home. A vibrant middle class has emerged, able to afford better homes, cars, and education. Shopping malls have become community hubs, packed with confident consumers. This spending supports a vast network of small businesses, from food vendors to service providers. Every purchase ripples through the economy, creating jobs and opportunities. Strong domestic demand insulates the country from global downturns. As long as OFWs and BPO workers earn, the cycle continues. Income fuels spending, which creates more jobs. This self-sustaining cycle is the core of the Philippines' economic dynamism. The Philippines' economic journey stands apart from its neighbors, charting a unique course in Southeast Asia's dynamic landscape. While Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam built their economies on manufacturing and exports, assembling cars, electronics, and textiles, the Philippines took a different route, focusing on services and nurturing its pool of talented professionals. Instead of assembling products on factory floors, Filipinos provide customer support to global companies, develop cutting-edge software, and deliver world-class healthcare both at home and abroad. The country's edge is its skilled, English-speaking workforce, which sets it apart from neighbors that rely on low-cost factory labor for growth. This services-led model is powered by human capital, creativity, and adaptability, not just machinery or assembly lines. Compared to Singapore's high-end financial services and banking sector, the Philippines' niche is people-intensive industries like business process outsourcing and healthcare, where empathy and communication are key. Its large, youthful population is an advantage, creating millions of jobs and making the model highly scalable for future growth. The Philippines is less vulnerable to trade wars or commodity price swings, since its economy is less dependent on physical goods and more on services. Its growth is tied to global demand for services and skilled labor, often more stable and resilient than the demand for manufactured goods. Investment in digital infrastructure and education has paid off, equipping the workforce for the digital age and opening new opportunities. The Philippines' unique path has led to a surprisingly successful destination, with a growing middle class and rising global influence. It's a story of minds over manufacturing, a testament to the power of people and innovation in shaping a nation's future. The Philippine model's biggest strength is resilience. Steady inflows from OFWs and BPOs create a stable foundation, empowering households and fueling inclusive growth. A young, fast-growing population supplies talent for both the BPO industry and global labor markets. This demographic dividend is a powerful engine for future growth if education keeps pace. But the model has risks. It's vulnerable to global recessions that could cut jobs for OFWs or reduce BPO demand. The country's fate is partly tied to the health of other economies. Automation and AI threaten routine BPO jobs, pushing the industry to move up the value chain. The Philippines must upskill its workforce to stay competitive in a changing world. The challenge: adapt quickly or risk losing its digital edge. The future depends on innovation and education. To sustain growth, the Philippines is investing heavily in infrastructure. The Build Better More program is upgrading roads, bridges, airports, and digital networks nationwide. Foreign partners from Japan, South Korea, Europe, and the US are funding transformative projects. The Metro Manila subway and new airports in Clark and Cebu are easing congestion and boosting connectivity. Investments in renewable energy address power needs and climate change risks. The country must also cut red tape, ensure political stability, and improve disaster resilience. Preparing the workforce for AI and digital jobs is critical. Despite challenges, the outlook is bright. A resilient model, young population, and rising middle class provide a strong foundation. The Philippines has shed its old image and is now a major Asian economic power. The journey continues, but the new powerhouse of Asia has truly arrived.